Hello, it's your main man, Dr. Life, in the business of saving lives. First responder to man-made disasters. So, Media Arts Academy, Media Arts Mentoring Academy, Orlando, Parramore, Renown 2.0, second time around. Renown 2.0, second time around. So we in Orlando, Florida, on the west side of Orlando, Florida. Super tough neighborhoods on the west side of Orlando, Florida, looking just like every other urban environment. All of the obstacles, all of the challenges, all of the poverty, all of the crime, all of the violence, and every last ounce and bit of the gold mine that we've been harvesting for 20 something years. So in the middle of what we call the gold mine, we're creating a Media Arts Mentoring Academy to give the young people there the ability to produce the images of abundant life. Produce the images of abundant life through studios that do digital storytelling, music production, film studio, science, technology, engineering, arts, and math lab in the same community, and performing arts, drama productions. Most importantly, on top of that, in these areas, there are assets. In these areas, there are assets. And the difference between an asset and a liability for my people. An asset puts money in your pocket. A liability is an expense that takes money out your pocket. And so for the past 20 years, we've been working with a gentleman by the name of Robert Kiyosaki. Rich Dad, Poor Dad educational series. And we have one of the oldest cash flow clubs in the country. What a cash flow club is a group of individuals that takes the principles found in Rich Dad, Poor Dad educational series and purposely applies them to their day-to-day financial situation to create positive cash flow. Because the current system that you're in has flipped the script and they've created monopolies where certain individuals own all of the money and the masses are gridlocked, have none of the money. It's called a monopoly. A small few own everything. That's the system most people find themselves trapped in. And Robert Kiyosaki created an educational system to teach people how to break up the monopoly, how to compete with the monopoly. The way you compete with a monopoly, you only buy assets. You don't allow someone else to monopolize all of the assets. If you're the creator of talent and skills and anything that has value, then you should own it and own the cash flow associated with that. Let me show you what that looks like in our community. Before his death, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. was trying to encourage people in the urban environment, people who are poor, but were making a contribution to society, the sanitation workers, Memphis, Tennessee. He went to do a poor person's campaign to join the sanitation workers. Instead of them getting sent off to go to Vietnam, he was saying that the federal government and the US and everybody should do what is natural and supernatural and pay them what they're worth. And during that campaign, he told the people, and as far as wealth is concerned, the assets that we bring to the table, the amount of wealth that moves through our hands would make us the 9th largest nation in the world, just people of color in the United States of America, 9th largest. And he said then, in the 60s, if we control that amount of those resources, we'll change the game. So better late than never. We're creating, during the age of technology, a media arts mentoring academy that takes young people, first grade, 6 years old. Second grade, 7 years old, all the way up through high school. And once they get out of high school and they graduate, then we use them as the mentors in the Media Arts Mentoring Academy to teach those coming behind them in the pipeline all of the skills, all of the principles, all of the cash flow, club, asset building principles as mentors. And then we pay them as mentors. We pay them as investors in those coming through the pipeline. So it's a cycle that we call the layer cycle, all built around teaching skills to a targeted population who's been overlooked in the past. So let me show you how society normally overlooks this population and then uses this population to exploit them, to generate wealth while leaving them impoverished in the negative communities, in the negative environments, but then going and generating multi millions of dollars off of their images and off of their talent and skills that they own, that possess, but don't own. You're going to be shocked to see that it's not people outside of the community. It's the people in the community.
Nicest off the pass. Good job. All right, out there. All right, on me. 1, 2, 3. All right. Music gave me the power to create a football league. Let's go! But football is taking me to places that music didn't never take me to. One thing about life, you're going to lose more than you win. But are you going to?
Football is taking me to places music would have never taken me to. Music took me and made me a person that you know about. But I'm going to take football and the individuals playing football for me, And I'm going to go to places that music could have never taken me at the expense of the individuals playing football for me. And I'm never going to give them anything in exchange for them playing. Like, I got a documentary. This is what he's talking about. I'm going to cash in. I'm going to make money off of a TV deal, off of a documentary. I'm going to make money with Netflix. I'm going to get money. Is he playing? That's unnatural. That's what we come in to change. Media Arts Mentoring Academy, Orlando, Florida. My people in Orlando. We got 11 days. Not even 11 days. We got 4 more days left. Where we going to subsidize the cost of 400 individuals to have access and enroll in the Media Arts Mentoring Academy. We're going to subsidize it. We're going to pay for it. We got 4 days to enroll them and get it paid for. That's the difference between what they do. They come to our communities with traveling football teams, AAU, all of this, and our people have to pay to get exposure. They have to pay. They're the asset. They're the priceless commodity, and they have to pay to showcase their priceless commodity. That's unnatural. That's wasted time. Because so many of them who are exploited by the system, who never get anything in turn for that talent, because they put their heart, their soul, their life into being the best in the world at something and receive nothing in return. Then society then wants to tell them, go out and become something, the best in the world at something else. Go out and go to school and become something that we're willing to pay you for, not pay you what you're worth, but that we say is valuable to us. Go do that you don't have no passion for. You don't have no calling for. You don't have no talent and resource in that. That's unnatural. We call that waste. We're here to recycle the waste. Not even the ones who are willing to pay and go into the system. Not even the ones who are already in the system and being showcased. We talking about the other 90% in our community that's not being showcased. That don't have the money to pay. That's not being exposed, but still have those same talents. This is what the Media Arts Mentoring Academy is doing. We're coming. We're going to teach other people in that same community the skills to be able to produce the content around those who have the talent and showcase it without them having to be paid and exploited to showcase it. We're going to give them an opportunity to compete with the monopoly. Then we're going to teach them what to do with the cash flow. And then we're going to see what effect it has on our communities in the future, on our future generations. We're going to see if we can affect what Dr. Martin Luther King was encouraging us to do when facing these type of injustices. All right. So, Dr. Life in the business of saving lives. If you've worked with us in the past in Orlando, we hitting the streets for the next 4 days. if you college students with a ball and chain of student loan debt around your neck, and you come from any of the communities, Parramore, Washington Shores, Pine Hills, and West Apopka. If you are in college, if you are in high school, you're not sure what you're going to do. If you just finished high school and you are in college, and you're from any of those neighborhoods, Parramore, Pine Hills, Washington Shores, West Apopka, here's an opportunity for you to become a mentor, a trainer. With the Media Arts Mentoring Academy. Paid what you're worth. But over these next 4 days, those of y'all who work with us, those who want to work with us in the future, we need to come hit the streets, let them know that the program is out here, and sign them up. Once again, we stated in 2006 that we was going to put together an organization to provide scholarships for individuals who wanted to develop skills in the media technology area. Why is this one of our passions? I'm a 3-time graduate of one of the best media schools in the world, Full Sail University. So we're just giving, which is also here in Orlando, Florida. So we're creating a pipeline, giving people access to what's in their backyard. And we're giving them an opportunity to develop skills in the media production industry. And it's a gold mine. All right. So if you want to be a part of it, y'all want to help us out. This will be on my Facebook page. Y'all can reach out to us. Y'all can join us. Help us put the word out. Help us find young people. All they have to do is, we're looking for kids from elementary up to the 8th grade to be in the Media Arts Mentoring Academy. And then we're looking for mentors from 9th grade through college from these 4 areas, Parramore, Washington Shores, Pine Hills, West Apopka, to then be the mentors that we will train to train mentees to develop these skills and to then use their talents and showcase their talents.
You're a soldier now? At your service. But you're only 11. Why not?
City, no pity, Mike. South Central Los Angeles, Mike.
13, about to turn 14. You gotta figure out who you are and what you are.
My dad, when I was a kid, he left me.
I cry sometimes, but I understand how life goes. Life is it's not gonna treat you right.
They don't like being preached to. They like the real. And we give them the real.
Hey, where was your mother and them on vacation? K-Max is a tough love coach.
You can't do it, I can't use you. Get out.
He can ruffle some feathers. There's certain things coaches don't say to kids.
They don't know the love is involved. They're my family. Every kid that ever played with me, they're my family. Y'all ever heard that story, David and Goliath? We are David today, y'all understand? Yes, sir.
So that's it. That's an example to us of exploitation. Let me show you an example of how they flip the script and monopolize our talent and how we unlock it. All right. So this is a young shorty whose pops came from the tough streets of New Jersey. I'm from Trenton, New Jersey. They from Newark, New Jersey. And his pops realized that the way out was football. Now he's groomed his son to be one of the best in the world at his age. And our community is filled with them. But now the system has been monopolized to where unless you got the bread to do like this father has done and invest in your son to have personal trainers and to be on a traveling team and all of that, then you can be showcased. But what about the thousands and thousands of thousands who had the same talent? Who, if we subsidize the cost for the trainers, if we subsidize the cost for the team, we subsidize the cost, invest the same amount of training, same amount of time, same amount of effort. The other 90% will produce the same way this young shorty's producing.
Talking powerlifting, I think a lot of people get a misunderstanding and think
this is greatness. This is excellence.
I've been in the gym for as long as I can remember. People say my workouts are crazy, that I need to just be a kid. But I love the grind, and I love this game. It's paying off on the field, and it's gonna give me the future I want. I flashed I'm 8 years old and I'm guessing.
Today we're working on speed and agility, position work, which is his running back, and we also working on strength and training. Set. So this right here, we got contact drill. You're preparing yourself to run the ball. You're not gonna sit there and wait on the linebacker. You want to do your job. You gotta run. You gotta hit the hole. You gotta secure the ball once you get it, and you need to go. If you don't, I'll get clobbered.
Some days we'll do chest workouts, we'll do bench, we'll do kettlebell, and then different days we'll do leg things, we'll do extensions, we'll do curls, squats.
It's not the touchdowns, it's not the exercises, it's his mentality and his approach to the game. It's the way that he walks in the gym. It's the way that he walks on the field.
Check. Go back. I'm already his flash. Anytime he does bad, I'm on him. He's basically giving himself an opportunity to get hit. Check. Some people say it's not cool for kids to lift weights. It's what he's lifting.
we're not talking powerlifting. I think a lot of people get a misunderstanding and think that his 24 hours is consumed with training, because that's all they get to see. We're talking staying active, staying fitness. Actually, children are supposed to be active at least 60 minutes a day. And this is what kids do. It's just we have a more of a structured, controlled environment. You know, we're comfortable with them, and we get results for it.
I see a lot of results. I see the speed, I see the power, my legs, I see all different kinds of results.
In 2 out 2, in 2. 1 2 1 2. Lateral to the right side, up. Hard jab with the left. Corner. Move. Get out.
I don't think he gets nervous. I don't think he gets scared. He's practiced scoring touchdowns. He's practiced juking guys. He's practiced stiff arming guys. So he
understand what I'm saying. It takes an investment to get those who have not the same access that those who have. It takes an outside investment to break a monopoly and turn a monopoly into a cash flow club. We already made the investments. Now we just looking to sign up the flashes. Take the individuals from the community who've been star athletes, star everything from these same neighborhoods at these same high schools and the same who don't know what they're going to do. And we want to give those who have not the ability to have the same access. Then we're going to turn on the production. The students that can't play, the people in the community that can't play, they can tell a story though. They could write articles. This is a magazine. They could go into the studio that we built for them in Parramore, the studio for the kids. They could write the magazine. Now you're printing your own money. Cash flow club. This is what we was taught. This is what Robert Kiyosaki teaches. This is what the word teaches. We just apply it. All right? So y'all want to help us? Let's hit these streets. Peace.